Well, hello everybody, this is Street Outlaws No Prep Talk. Today we're going to talk about Kye Kelley's upgraded Shocker Camaro ready for America's List Season 2. Now, photo credit goes directly to their photo owners. Please subscribe and comment and stay tuned for a lot more videos coming all about the Street Outlaws No Prep Games race series and all the other Street Outlaws shows. So, Kye Kelley's Shocker Camaro. This car has always been a big hitter ever since we saw it run against Daddy Dave back in 2013 in the Street Outlaws 405 versus NOLA episode. We also seen it in all the other Street Outlaws shows, including Fastest in America, Street Outlaws NOLA, No Prep Kings, everything. So it's a very historic car for Kye Kelley and for the Street Outlaw brand. Now recently, this car got some chassis upgrades. Mainly, they moved the motor back roughly 3 inches, and that will help for the street setup on the car. Now, back in 2019, this car ran both on the street and on the No Prep King series, and that was detrimental to Kye Kelley because switching the car from No Prep trim running 390s to street trim and running 430s, 440s, 450s or slower is a very tough thing to do, because you have to do a lot of changes. That's why a lot of these guys that run both shows, they have 2 cars now, even though some of them can't afford it. If you can't afford it, that's a huge deal to be successful on both shows. Now, last season on America's List, we've seen this car at number 1, number 2, number 3. It was always at the top. It was definitely one of the most successful cars on the top 20 list. And I do believe that it's going to be as successful as it was back then. Now, it did lose against Axeman, I believe, in the last episode. So it ended at number 2, if I'm not mistaken. So, Axeman was a little faster. Now, this car, as I've said, they moved the motor back 3 inches. That will help with the street setup a lot. So I can't wait to see this car run in the next season of America's List. Now, what do you guys think? Do you think this car has enough to run with Axeman and Big Chief on a straight up race on the street? I do believe it has, and it has the potential to run to the number 1 spot on that list as well. I believe it's still going to run the Pat Musi 737 cubic inch motor, which is plenty of power for the street. That motor on a 2,600 pound car like Shocker will run in the 14s and 420s very consistently. So let's see what happens with this car on the next season of America's List.